This is hard for many people to believe, and it is, honestly. I can see you agreeing with me already, but you get to a certain age, don't you, and there's certain things that just go wrong. You know what I mean? Suddenly you get out the bed like a frog, don't you, clutching both sides of it, and just a minute, a bit of stretch, all that sort of. When you look at young people, they bounce out the bed, don't you? Think, how on earth did I ever do that? But of course, you see, as age becomes wisdom, and wisdom becomes knowledge, and knowledge, then you suddenly realise that you know far more, say, than you did 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, in fact. And you realise that you're being played, particularly by those that allegedly are supposed to look after you. Now, I don't know about you, but over here in the United Kingdom right now, we've got endless TV ads for all the services that the NHS currently offers, screening for this, screening for that. And as I've often said before here on the show, my heart goes out to so many people who are suffering, who are housebound, who are, going through terrible illnesses. It's not nice. But of course, you want to be entertained, don't you? You want to be switched off. If it's not that, you've got funeral ads, and you kind of think, wow, Then if it's not that, you've got begging bowls from charities making you feel guilty because you're not supporting the dogs, the Royal Navy, the this, the that. Life is a battle. I know I'm right, aren't I? But I wanted to warn you of this. It's about the NHS, because suddenly my phone's alight with all these offers to be used like a pincushion. Yes, you see, now they want me to have a shingles vaccine, a booster vaccine for the COVID. There's another one I could have, and something because I'm a certain age. And by the way, while I'm there, they could do a screen test for me. I said, I've done a screen test, I've had a bit of a successful career. Oh no, not that one. It's where you stand in a cube and they do a full 90-degree angle, and they can tell what's wrong with you, willing of course something to be wrong with you so they can charge. Now what's interesting here is the bottom line, and this is the true story. The NHS is not short of money. The true story is that the doctors are going to look out for the migrants. They get paid every time they go out to a migrant hotel. Think of how busy they currently are. That's why you cannot get to see a doctor. They do these things now where they've got remote phone calls. So it's people working from home who then you have to diagnose over the phone what they think's wrong with you. You might as well just do that on the net, hadn't you? And then you see the true story behind the vaccines and the vaccinations and the injections is that particular surgery, wherever you are, your local health centre can claim that money back, and that's what keeps the surgery going. It's not about caring for you. They can give you 4 injections, 4 vaccinations in one day. That can't be healthy, can it? No matter what age you are. What if you're living on your own and you suddenly go back home and think, ooh, feel a bit dodgy? What are you going to do then? Go online, have a Zoom chat to see if you're still alive? It's ridiculous. And the reason why I'm saying this on a more serious note is to simply warn you, be careful, because they will bamboozle you into these things. And the reason why I share this with you is a colleague of mine's had it, terribly, creating a lot of anxiety. They will stop ringing her all a single day, throughout the day. Oh, you haven't called back, you haven't done this. But you can't see a doctor. They don't want you in the surgery. They only want you to go when it suits them. Finally, when I did go for my annual blood test checkup thing, this is what this nurse told me. She said, oh yeah, we get paid for that, and it's really all about money, Neil. It's not really about whether you have the vaccine or not. Even if you come in and say, actually, you've changed your mind, they can put you down as a person who's going to be charged. So they get the money regardless. Think about that, ladies and gents, next time you go anywhere near your local surgery, and indeed if it's the same anywhere around the world. Health first? No. Money first, and then money second. And really, if possible, if you could just diagnose yourself and perhaps even cure yourself, all the better. Then you won't be a nuisance to all those busy people raking in a lot of money while using your contacts, your name and your date of birth. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? Always lovely to share. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.